Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Tuesday morning. This is Jason with Jabby's Treasures. Hope everyone's doing all right. Uh, this is Listening and Laughing Live. I will be working while we're chatting. Oh, and I forgot to do something today. I forgot to put the link at the top. Let me do that now. There we go. If anybody wants to join the stream, come on in. There's the link at the top, pinned to the top of the chat. Good morning, Cody. Good morning, Carol Ann. Carol Ann's having coffee and hoping the Hurricane K doesn't do more damage. Poor Carol Ann, she goes from 197 degrees to hurricane and being stuck in the mud. I hope everything's all right, Carol Ann. Hope subsides soon and you can get back to normal. Stay safe, as Cody says. Cody, how are you this morning? And I exaggerated the 197 degrees, but only by like 5 or 10, I think, because it's hot where Carol Ann is usually. Cody, hope you're doing well. Like I say, I'm working this morning. I'm listing some. I will share my screen if I can here. Everyone can see what I'm doing. Maybe. There we go. 20 minutes. Cody, I've been up for what is it? 9:40, almost 8 hours already. So I'm listing today. Just show you what I'm doing. I got some military pins that I'm listing. I'm gonna just auction off the lot and see what happens. Some of them are sterling, some of them are not. Some have backs, some do not. So we will just auction it off and see what happens. Hey, Mr. Jim, how are you? Jim Swartout, good morning. Jim Swartout, I'm about to email you again. I got some more if you're interested. We can talk offline. But Mr. Jim, did you get your cricket tattoo yet? Yes. Man, those guys go late. Kim and April, they go late. I can't keep up with them. I can't keep it. I usually go to bed when they start and then wake up sometime when they're in the middle of their show. Next month. Okay. Cody, you had a late night. How are your hands? Yeah. Hey, Wes, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Stacy, good morning. I should say, so everybody that is over the $30 from the Treasures to Die For and the Just Drop It shows, if you're over 30, you're paid and shipped. They went out yesterday, so I'm having a good time with that show. I'm enjoying that a lot. Good, some boxes have opened. Also, don't forget this Friday at 1:00 or right after the Treasures to Die For show, we are. I'm gonna kind of launch or officially announce the Secret Santa. It's just a YouTube event. Anybody that wants to join is welcome to join. I will go over kind of the rules, which there aren't too many, how to register, and some basic stuff. And then we'll put the link in, and everyone that's interested can sign up and do it. We'll give people a few weeks to sign up, and then we'll come back on December 3rd, which is the day before the December Jabberty, and come on the channel and show off what we got. So I'm hoping that's going to be a lot of fun. And like I say, I'll have that link out on Friday. We will go from there. So join us Friday at 1. You'll be able to rewatch the video if you can't make it on Friday at 1. You'll be able to rewatch the video and kind of get the gist and see the link. It'll be in the description, but I'm just going to do the live Friday to kind of bring it back together, bring it out. And there are those military pins. Listed. All right. Listed. Cody, we got 8 here. That's awesome. Cody's watching Wes. That's what she's doing. What? I may end up switching, not this week, but this Wednesday when I do Treasures to Die For. That might be the last Wednesday night of Treasures to Die For. I may switch that to Just Drop It, the Just Drop It show. Have people on if I can, and do the drops like I usually do right up until Angels of Auction, or I'll give a little bit of a break so that people have a chance to go get a cup of coffee and stuff just before the Angels auction comes on Susanna's channel. But we'll have to see how that goes and how everything works out. Okay, Cody, I got you. Not watching Wes. I thought you were eyeballing Wes. Hey, Anamar. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So I am, again, this is a listing laughing. I am working the best I can here and getting some listings up. But we will. Looks like somebody's missing now. Oh, silly eBay. I wish they would fix that. Wish they would fix when you do an auction on eBay, I wish they would fix it so that you had to do immediate payment. I thought they were moving towards that, but they so they didn't accept my listing right now because I had that on. Cody, Bobby, good morning. Landshark Picker, good morning. Pokes Cody in the eye. You can have a whole comedy show with Wes and Cody just by reading the chat. So, what's everyone think of that? Switching Wednesday to Just Drop It instead of Treasures to Die For. Any thoughts on that? I mean, of course, I kind of got to do what works for me, but I also need to have the audience to do it. So violent. Wes is getting coffee. When you get up in the middle of the night like I do, I start my coffee earlier, when I first wake up. So by 10 o'clock in the morning, I am not, I'm taking the break, and then I'll start again before I pick up the kids at like 1:30. Because that's, to me, that's like almost nighttime to most people. So, Kathy, good morning. I think it's completely up to you, Jabby. I agree. It is, Cody. I just, I need to make sure the audience is okay with it too. It wouldn't make sense if so many were against it. To be honest, I just want to be able to say, I just want to be able to use Kathy's line and say, well, ding dang again. Hey, Catherine Mary, good morning. How are you? Just hanging out this morning and working, listening. That's what we do on our Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah. Getting some pictures taken, getting some listings up. Again, I say this every time. I haven't seen Susanna or Bonnie lately, but the well, ding dang, that's right. I'm gonna say that in every show from now on. But the link is at the top. That's what I was saying. The link is at the top if anyone is interested in joining in the stream. Come on up. Go for it. Go for it. No shaking, Cody. Shaking. Ding dang, ding dang. I'll give you credit, Kathy. Every time, I'll give you credit. I am excited for Friday. I hope we get a lot of people, or a decent number of people, for the Secret Santa piece, Jabby Secret Santa. I think that'll be fun, and just be able to, again, kind of get away from the day to day. And we have talked about how generous the YouTube community is. So let's show that off for the holidays this year with the Secret Santa. That's what I'm hoping to do. If we only get 6, we only get 6, but hopefully we can get a lot more than that. I don't wake up until I wake up, I think. There's not a truer statement out there, Catherine Mary. You do not wake up until you wake up. Ding dang. Ding dang. What's everyone else up to today? What's going on today? Let's see. I lost track. I got to take a look. I know Nikki may not be on. I lose track. Stacy is here and there. She's live now. Johnny's all done. I don't even remember what else is going on today. JJ's on after this, but I don't remember. If you missed it, Carol Ann earlier in the chat, she's fighting the Hurricane K. So until you throw her out of bed, Jim, there you go. She's up then. All right. Catherine Mary, you can. Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern. I will have the link and everything out. It'll be in the description. I'll describe everything. And if you can't make it Friday, you can always rewatch that video where I kind of go through the details and the basic rules. I mean, there aren't too many rules. That's right, Kathy. You never know. You never know. Actually, you do know. It'll be your competition. That's who it'll be, Kathy. That's who's at the dumpsters. It's your competition. I don't know. Susanna? Does Susanna have a show on today? Is she going on today? I don't remember. Does she have a 4 o'clock show today? What is the date? 13th. I'm not seeing anything. Maybe I'm missing it, but I'm not seeing a show for her. I think it would maybe be a really good goal for us to meet. Hey, Steph, thanks for coming in. Good to see you. I think. Right. New hair. Let them grow. Well, there you go, Catherine Mary. You can, I mean, if you want to wait until Secret Santa, but we're all going to come on. Everyone that does Secret Santa, I'm going to invite them on to. I'll provide the link to everybody through email later on to come up and come on screen when on December 3rd, so they can show off what they got. I think it'll be cool. We'll see. First year doing it, so we'll see. Good idea. Good idea. Wes, it's awfully early for you too, isn't it? Is that why? Taking pictures here, guys. Taking pictures. Treasure freaks. Treasure freaks. I don't know what that means, Bobby. What did I miss? Oh, there you are. Hey, treasure freaks. Thanks for coming in. Now I know what you mean. Let me get you a wrench. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, you have a wrench. Awesome. And Susie's here. Thanks for coming in. Just trying to get some. I'm working in last, and we're debating on whether Kathy should shave her legs. I'm doing listings. Cody and Wes are playing. He touched me. No, she touched me. They're playing that in the chat, and Kathy's deciding whether or not to shave her legs. That's where we're at this morning. And Jim is throwing Catherine Mary out of bed. All great stuff today. Oh, Cody.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm awake.
Excellent. That is.
Yeah, I had a very late night.
Yeah, like I say, those guys go into the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, they do.
And that's, like I say, that's right when I'm getting up. So.
And yesterday was a two-parter because they had an auction in the afternoon that ran from like 2 until almost 6, and then they were on again at 10:30. So, good morning, treasure freaks.
See, Wes.
There goes the live. You can leave now. He's so violent this morning. Bobby, did you? Yeah, I almost did too. And I was moderating.
On Sunday, I was at about every 3 weeks, my daughter and I go to a live auction, sit in a live auction house, and not YouTube, an actual auction house. And we get there just before 8 o'clock, and we left just after 3. And she wanted to stay right to the bitter end. She likes to stay right to the bitter end to see what last minute things there are.
Yeah.
And I was just beat. I said, I've been sitting in this chair for 7 hours. I'm ready to go home. So
it's good though that you do that with her. That'll give her a happy memory when she's older.
Yeah, and boy, I'll tell you, she is she's in 7th grade, so there's 7th grade stuff to deal with. But from the business standpoint, I love taking her sourcing because she can see, she's at a different height than I am, so she can see things differently. She knows what to pick up for the most part. I don't have to if she picks it up, we're probably going to get it. There are very few things that we put back and say, "Nah, that's just not it." She's got that mindset already. She can pack and ship with the best of them.
That's child labor.
It is. It is. And it's free.
Right. Well,
Imagine
then that would be child slave labor. Shame on you, Jabby. Unless she
Everybody in the chat.
volunteers.
How many people in the chat worked on the farm or around the house when they were 11 years old and didn't get paid squat?
Yeah, I tried using that excuse when social services ended up in my life. They didn't buy for me either. Oh my God, I was horrible. I wanted my kids to clean their room. Shame on me.
Right.
It's crazy here. But no, I mean, she enjoys spending time with you, and that's good because she's going to be a teenager soon, and that will end.
Yeah, it's starting a little bit. And she right now, both her and her brother, we set the law down when school started that they come home, they have to empty their lunch bags, and they have to get their homework done before dinner, before screens, because if not, it would be 9 o'clock at night, and they'd be coming in going, "Oh, I have social studies to do," and so neither one of them are all happy about that right now because in the summer it was kind of a free for all,
right.
But now
for us back in the day, it was come home and get your homework done before you go outside.
Well, that too. I mean, homework outside, whatever. I mean, but yeah, you're right. Now it's screens for everybody because that's the.
Yeah.
In fact, my son. So
you have a new person in your chat. Linda's mixed up mess. She said, "Good morning, new here. Hello all."
Hey, Linda, let me get you a wrench. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. Where are you? There you are. So Linda, this is a listing and laughing show. I'm working on listings, getting things ready. I know it looks like I'm staring at the camera, but I'm really typing things in with my right hand here on the computer, taking pictures, getting things listed. And Cody was nice enough to come up and join me, but we sit here and chat while I work. On Wednesdays and Fridays, I do a show called Treasures to Die For, where I show 5 to 10 items and roll the die. And whatever I roll on the die is the price that I offer them for sale. And I'll mention it again. Friday at 1 o'clock, I'm introducing Secret Santa, our YouTube Secret Santa, so that anybody that wants to participate will be able to register. We're using Elfster, which is an online Secret Santa site, basically. It'll pick the names. It'll give you all the information. You can create a wish list, but I'll do that on Friday for anybody that wants to participate. So.
And me, I'm just lucky I'm upright right now.
And Cody is lucky she's upright, she says.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I didn't get to sleep until 5 o'clock this morning, and my alarm went off at like 7:25 because I try and go to Victoria's show every morning, and I actually slept for about 4 minutes through that alarm. I didn't even want to move to shut it off. I finally did, and I just crashed again. So it's very rare that I miss Victoria's shows, but the late night modding is wiping me out. So
it's good for you, Cody.
But I am awake. But if you want bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, go find a squirrel. Victoria has one at her house.
What's that?
Squirrel.
Oh.
She's so cute because the squirrel will be outside her window while she's live. And she's like, oh, squirrel, there he is. Like it's a unicorn or something. It's so funny. So I always send her little pictures of things that are cuter than squirrels, like baby bunnies and things like that.
Victoria was having a hard time with the lyrics of that song this morning,
I missed it.
the Harry Chapin song.
As long as she's not trying to do that Australian accent again.
That
That was funny when she said cricky instead of crikey. Sorry, cat flying in front of my face. Fly by.
Yeah, Catherine. See, Catherine Mary, she gets it. That's why my daughter is such a good sourcing partner. I'm a little. She sees things at different angles.
Yeah.
You came across through Nora's? Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I was there last night. Stock Explorer. It was in her chat last night. Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate that.
Kathy, ignore things like that. You know better. Don't let those things get to you. Oh, shish, Wes. Go chase a sheep.
Your arms are so hairy. Yeah, I think people need. If that's what they're watching in your videos, then they're watching for the wrong thing.
Yeah, definitely. If that's all they get out of your videos, then they have a sad little life.
But do know that next time I'm going to check it out.
Gabby gonna be focusing on your arms.
Right. Uh-oh, I can't make out Susie's emojis there. Squirrels all around. Filming.
Nice.
It's not raining down there, Susie? It was supposed to be coming up all morning.
We've got clear blue skies here.
Yeah, it's cold. What is it here? It is, well, it's 71 here, and it just stopped raining maybe 45 minutes ago, so it's that yuck wet rain.
Yeah.
Susie. So it must have stopped down in the city too. Yes.
Well, currently it is 68 degrees here. High today is supposed to be 81, and all across from today until next Tuesday, it's all sunshine.
That's
There's
nice.
no rain in the forecast. Although the only time rain really affects me is because my dog gets all pansy and won't go out if it's raining, and I'm like, "You're a dog, go out."
My dog does that too. In fact, he was moping when I came downstairs this morning. He's like, "Oh, it's a rain." You could just tell. He's like, "It's a rainy day. I'm gonna have to be forced to go outside."
Yeah, she didn't used to be like that until my former roommate, her dog Dodge, would not go out if there was even a drop of rain. He's a big old lab pit bull mix, and if it was even misting, he would not go outside. And so my dog picked up on his bad habit, and I'm like, "Ugh, get out at the door and go to the bathroom. You're a dog. You're wearing a fur coat. Go." You know. She'll go out. She'll go out if it's raining, but not if it's downpouring. Probably because she's little and it hurts. I don't know. But
Treasure Freak says to Canada, they are just jealous I can't find the cool stuff you do.
yeah, for real.
That's right.
Kathy makes some amazing scores. That and the fact that she donates so much is just incredible.
And her hairy arms, apparently.
Yeah. Just tell them it's so you don't have to wear long gloves.
Right.
You know, you've got your own protection. There you go. Like the dog going out in the rain, fur coat.
Yeah. Poor Kathy.
I love you, Kathy. Yeah, the weird thing with my dog, though, is that even though we can hear it if it's raining outside, she will still want to go to the bathroom so bad. She's looking at me like I owe her money, right? But I'm like, it's raining. You're not going to go outside. I'm going to go all the way out there and you're not going to do anything. But she has to physically see that it's raining. Like I have to open the door and she has to look out and go, nope, and then run back, into the house. So, and then she's fine for like hours. She won't bug me at all. It's like her system resets if she sees it's raining. My dog is very weird. She's a good girl though. She's better behaved than Wes, I can tell you that.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, my dog is much better behaved than Wes.
Okay.
She doesn't poke me in the eye for no reason. Big meanie head. Wes is just upset because Kathy likes me better. He's going to throw knives at me in the chat now. Oh, Kathy getting all fancy. Mint mocha frappuccino. Well, you go, girl.
Do you make that yourself, Kathy, or are you in a drive-through somewhere?
The last I knew, she had them delivered.
Okay. Well, that makes sense too. So that's why she shaved her legs for the delivery guy. Not who she could meet at the dumpsters, but for the delivery guy. I got it now.
Oh, you're making it at home with the Ninja. Nice.
Very nice. Okay, so there goes the delivery guy theory.
Yeah.
You modding tonight, Cody? Are you on tonight?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, they didn't ask me, but most likely. Because April was covering for Ronnie because Ronnie is down with her knee surgery and physical therapy, which is it's really hard on her with the physical therapy is wiping her out and all that. So April was doing it, but it's hard for April to keep track of gathering her lots and doing the modding and all that. So that's why I started modding for them so April can concentrate on her sales. Seems to be working out pretty well, although with the peripheral nerve damage in my hands, after 3 hours, it starts to get extraordinarily painful. So, but I usually I can muster through it to about 4, and then I'm like, okay, I have to stop typing.
To be honest, so when I auction on my channel, I'm usually at 3 hours, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm beat. I'm done at 3 hours.
Yeah, when I've done sales on my channel, it's usually about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Because sitting here, I don't have any back support, and holding up things, it's killer on my back. So I go as long as I can with my back screaming at me, but then I have to lay down for like 5 hours. It's crazy.
I've been looking for so over there where I sit for shipping, and I sit over there for Jabberty shows, because that's where my other screen is, so I can have the 2 screens. I have a stool with a back, a swivel stool with a back, and it's the right. As it swivels, it'll either go up or down. It'll raise or lower. Great for the back, great for the height, but the seat is uncomfortable. Even with a pad and a cushion and everything, it's uncomfortable. Over here where I sit now, I'm in a chair, nice comfortable chair, but it's too low. So I'm looking for the right chair for YouTube lives, and that's horrible that I have to even think about that, but because this chair, my knees get all locked up here. So
no, I get that. I have arthritis in my knees and my hands, so I'm a mess. A lot of people like those gaming chairs.
I've seen a lot of people with those. Yeah, I've seen people with those.
because they're made to be sat in for long periods of time. So they make them so that they're comfortable and they're good for your lumbar and all of that. And they have the high back on them, so they support your back completely. I can't afford one, and I couldn't get in and out of one. Unfortunately, I sit on my bed. That's why I don't have any back support.
So how much are those gaming chairs? I've never priced one out.
Well, if Kathy finds one in a dumpster, you could probably get a good discount. I don't know. They range in price. I think the cheapest one I saw was like $119.
Okay.
It depends on where you shop for them and stuff.
I at the live auctions, I'm always looking for something to replace what I have, and I will replace it 100 times if I have to until I find the right one. But
right.
150.
No, I get it. I get it. You have to be comfortable if you're going to be doing something for a long period of time.
Right. Well, it's for me. I'm okay sitting here. Even for 3 hours, I'm sitting here doing it. It's when I stand up and try to function afterwards, and I realize that that my legs are saying, "What are you doing, dummy?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. If I sit in the wheelchair for too long, standing up can be a little scary because I don't have the footrests on the wheelchair because I only need one, and I usually use my right foot to help steer the wheelchair and stuff. If I have to do stuff one-handed, my foot comes in very handy to get around. So the edge of the seat kind of cuts into the back of my thigh. So if I sit in the chair for too long, it compromises a muscle in my leg. So standing up can be iffy. I've almost fallen a few times when I've been in it for more than 2 hours. Wheelchairs are not meant to be comfortable. I don't know. They should make comfortable ones.
Right.
Amazon has different gaming chairs. They have one for $80, and they have one with a footrest. That one's $109. So apparently they've gone down in price a bit. Oh yeah, they have one with massage. Nice. That one's $150 though. So yeah, they range in price. They have some nice chairs in there.
Good morning, Susanna. Thanks for coming in. She says she's at a hair appointment. Getting all
my beautiful Susanna.
Dustied up. I don't shop in the stores much. Yeah. I don't like going in the stores either. I mean, groceries when we have to, or we had to go in the stores for school supplies for the kids because there was so many specific things that each of the schools wanted that we had to go in and make sure we were getting the right thing.
Right.
But Jim Swartout just says he bought a lift chair for about $1,000. Maybe that's what I need, a lift chair down here. Just launch me right out.
If you have room for an armchair down there, then go for it.
Well, so in theory, I should have room for all of my stuff and a full living room set if I had it to be down here. But I'm still sorting out inventory and buying more inventory, and so, and I have some piles over there and some piles over there that I just need to get through and do something with. But the whole point of all of this selling online and YouTube and everything is to kind of build the business. So
right.
When I've got to do the things with the hours that I have in the day, I've got to do the things that are bringing in the money, and that pile probably would. I just haven't gotten to it.
Right.
So,
but now they do have them on Amazon starting around $80.
Okay.
So, and they're, from everything I've heard, people love the gaming chairs to sit in for long periods of time. So, just a suggestion,
Now, I'm switching gears here. Kathy says she does not like people touching her head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would I like a massage or whatever. I would rather somebody spend like an hour just doing a scalp massage than anything else.
Well, Kathy has fibro, right, Kathy? I don't want to say she has something she doesn't. So
No,
I
she
don't.
did say, yeah.
So a lot of times being touched in certain places is painful or uncomfortable. Apparently, her head is one of those places.
I get it. I just, man, I,
Yes, fibro.
that is my, like I say, I would rather have a.
Welcome back, Treasure Freaks.
Did you get your tea? No, she did.
With her first,
Spot
I'm
of
back
tea.
with my first pot of tea. Susanna, don't give Wes love. He poked me in the eye and he shook me. Shaken bear syndrome. Hello. He mean to me this morning. Don't be nice to him. Oh, I did want to tell you that the bag of pins that you bought for me,
Yeah.
I'll be doing my labels on Wednesday and scheduling pickup on Thursday. So if all goes well,
Okay.
it should be on its way to you Thursday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No rush. I mean, if you knew how many pins I have, it's not.
Yeah, I know, but one, I don't have a lot of room on my shipping table for stuff to pile up, and it did take me so long when I got COVID that I couldn't ship for like 3 weeks, and then I had a problem with my disability card that got locked down, so I couldn't access the money to ship, and I felt horrible that everything got delayed so long. So now I'm trying to, unless someone asks me to hold things, I'm trying to get things out like on the next day that I can do it.
Right.
And it's usually Wednesdays if my mom is able to come on Wednesday, because I have to get my laptop from my room into my living room, where all my shipping stuff is, my scale and my printer. And for me to maneuver the wheelchair backwards out of my room one-handed holding the laptop is iffy. I don't want to drop it because I can't replace it. I don't have the money to replace it. So my mom will grab my laptop for me and bring it out to the other room, and then when I'm done, she takes it back into my room. So that's why I schedule the labels for Wednesdays, and then I schedule pickup for the next day. Which means, Susanna, that your package will be going out as well, and so will Kathy's. I don't want to share. Wes is mean.
So, Susanna, what color are you getting? She says she's changing the color of her hair.
Yeah. What color are you changing it to?
Green.
Purple. Purple would look fabulous at the wedding.
Right. Right. That's right. I forgot about that. Darker or lighter, Susanna? Let's go there.
Well, Kathy, I know what you bought, but I'm not going to tell you now because now it will be like Christmas. But Susanna will finally be getting the pendant that I made her, because I'll put that in the box. Chocolate brown with caramel highlights. Ooh, pretty. Now I'm hungry. Thanks, Susanna.
That's what color I have right now. Brown with caramel holly. You just see?
It looks beautiful on you, Jabby.
See that? Chocolate brown, caramel highlights. We'll be twins, Susanna.
Shut up, Wes. It hasn't been 6 months. See, he's mean to me. Morning, Wildflower.
Hey, Wildflower, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Let me get you a wrench.
Yeah, I know Wildflower. Wildflower's cool.
Awesome. I hope no one licks my head. Okay.
Well, Susanna, it's okay because you bite people. So, yeah. She likes to bite babies. I don't know. She chomps on their chubby little legs.
What? When I was doing dumpster diving, I tried to wear a GoPro quicker as I was too short to pull it off.
Yeah, people don't want to see the outside of the dumpster.
Right. That is right. So I did get a text the other day, but just everyone think positive thoughts for Rhonda. She's under the weather right now, so
Yeah, I hope she feels better soon.
positive thoughts there.
My mom's had a cold for a few days. Hopefully she's better. I gotta call her today, see how she's doing.
Yeah. Goodness. I just feel like
Don't give Wes any ideas, Susanna.
I'm forgetting something that I'm listing. The wait. I have a bag on my head as we speak. Paper or plastic?
I agree, Kathy. Some haters gonna hate, honey. And some people always have to just find something to pick on you about. I don't know why. Some people focus on what they perceive as negative, but you do fine. And you know what? If they didn't like your videos, why are they watching them?
Right. That is correct.
So thank the haters for the watch hours and just move it on. Like, thank you for hating it so much that you watched the whole thing. Have a nice day.
And made a comment.
Right. And made a comment. My algorithms, thank you.
So Wildflowers, thanks for coming in. Cody, I gave you a wrench. We're hanging out this morning. I'm working, listing. We're hanging out, chatting about whatever topic comes up. And hit that notification button because I've got some cool stuff coming up, some cool shows. And I do a monthly Jeopardy style game where we just kick back and basically play a Jeopardy style trivia game, very similar to what you would see on TV, but here on YouTube we do that the first Sunday of every month.
It is so much fun. I love coming to Jeopardy. I might not make it to all your auctions, but I get to Jeopardy.
I know it's I mean, and you know what the best thing about it is, you try it out and you're not sure if it's going to work, type of thing, and it's growing, and that's the best part about it. It's growing every month, so Jeopardy is a blast. That's right.
I can't wait for when you're able to do the one with the crazy trio.
You know what? They that chat or the text group or whatever has kind of gone silent. I mean, we do have to get that scheduled.
Yeah.
I haven't. I think there's some. Again, it's supposed to be a pop culture version, and when I think of pop culture, I think of things that are current today. But other people think it's current at the time, which is fine. I just there have been a couple dates thrown out, but it just hasn't. None of them have panned out, so we're still working on that. We'll get it done.
Well, you could do the categories like one category be the 1980s, one category be the 1990s. You know what I mean? So that way it's pop culture of that era.
Right.
That would be cool. Although Robin is going to kill on music because Robin knows her music.
Send me an email when. Jim, what am I emailing you about, my friend?
Yeah, he's going to need a little more context than that. But I don't know, girls, you all need to get your act together. Get organized there. I know Robin is so busy. But it would be really fun.
Send me an email. But and that it will be fun, but not to take away from the monthly one either. Nikki's returning champion.
Yeah.
Teresa, JJ's wife, will be on, and her and Bonnie's friend, Amy, she
Amy.
won the
Yeah.
giveaway. So I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah. I mean, regular Jabity is always fun, but those three are really big in the community. They contribute a lot,
Yep.
and they're so funny.
Robin was DJ for a few years. Not sure how many Robin knows music.
Yeah,
Sure how many people know.
Robin knows a lot about music. Rhonda knows about certain genres of music. She's all over that. Rhonda knows a lot of rap. Knows a lot about rap music. And Chris Brown.
Right.
Yeah, Robin is super smart.
Okay, Jim. Now I you have time. Cat help. Cody, help
See,
me out here.
in that instance, I would send him an email that said, "Hi, here's your email."
Send me an email when you have time. Aha. Okay, I got it. And that it's all so he's sending it to me in separate messages. Send me an email when you have time.
I think his cat hit the enter key before he was done typing.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why I don't let my cat near my laptop. They are not allowed on my table. I do have a lot of knowledge in my head, and I do Google because, hello, that's what it's there for. But I always own it when I Google it. You know what I mean? If someone's like, "Did you Google that?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I did." But I do know a little bit about a lot of stuff, so it's not always Google. I also fact check myself. If I know the answer to something, but I'm like, maybe I'll fact check it myself. So it's not just other people I fact check. I fact check myself too.
Well, and that's part of the reason on Jabbery that I do kind of try to move kind of quickly,
Yeah.
so that it does eliminate the contestants anyway from having time to look things up.
Right. No, I get that. I get that. Because I mean, during the game situation, like when you're on panel, it's about you knowing the answers. It's not about you knowing how to Google.
Right.
You know? So yeah, that's completely understandable. Kathy, you see how mean he is to me? You see that?
Full of useless knowledge.
My knowledge is not useless. It comes in handy eventually.
Isn't that funny how you retain some? Like I can tell you stuff that happened 15 years ago, but if you asked me what my kids had for breakfast this morning, I probably wouldn't remember.
Yep.
Kathy, you have an open invite anytime you want to come on. You just when you're ready, you let me know. You have an open invite to be on Jabberty.
Yeah, I actually agree with Wes. Everybody mark it on your calendars. Kathy is a smarty.
Right.
Kathy.
Somebody tinkled in Wes's strawberry Eggo bites this morning.
I love you, Kathy. That was good.
Just to be able to come up with that sentence says you're.
Eat your breakfast, Wes.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Tinkled in Wes's strawberry Eggo bites.
Yeah, that is very specific.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, you don't have a picture in your mind now.
Yep.
I wish Robin were here this morning. I would tell you about a text that I sent her the other day and show you the picture, but I don't want to do it if she's not here. It won't be as funny if she's not here. I had a 3-day-old donut.
Yummy.
Wes, that's man. Hopefully it was. I'll tell you, I can't have donuts anymore because of my food allergies. But stale donuts were. I don't know why when Wes just brought that up, but stale donuts to me are one thing that just tastes so horrible. I hope it wasn't stale, Wes.
It's easy to fix that. You pop it in the microwave for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Freshens it right up.
As long as you eat it right away, right?
Yeah.
I miss donuts. Wes is saving them for you, Kathy.
My mom brought me donuts one day because she picks up my groceries, and she comes walking in with this big long box, and I'm like, oh, donuts, but there were a dozen of them in the box. I'm one person. I'm like, I think you thought my son still lived here because he'd been through that box in an hour. I ended up having to throw half of them away because, I mean, I put them in the fridge, but you can only eat so many donuts, And surprisingly enough, I'm not real big on just sitting and eating sweets all the time. So, yeah, but I did appreciate the gesture because she wanted to bring me a treat. I'm like, next time, just buy like 2, Because she got them at the grocery store. So you can buy them individually or in those prepackaged boxes. And they have them in the, half dozen. But I've not had breakfast yet, but I'm Canadian, so I'm sure it will be something with maple syrup, right?
Probably, yeah.
My father was Canadian. He put maple syrup on everything.
That actually sounds good. Something like go make some buckwheat pancakes or something. That sounds good.
Well, you know what, Kathy? In Canada, it's not called Canadian bacon. It's just called ham.
Ham, right? Yeah. Kathy, dipped in a light glaze. Raspberry filled, like the jelly, Kathy? Raspberry jelly?
Yeah, I don't like raspberry.
Oh, I do.
I mean, I like raspberries, like the berry itself, but I don't like raspberry flavored anything.
That's how I am about cherry stuff. I do.
Yeah. Do you know that American cheese is actually Canadian? American cheese originated in Canada. Fun fact, useless trivia. It was just for Wes.
I was just waiting for Wes's comment there.
Mm-hmm. And if Rhonda were here, she'd be arguing over Canada goose or Canadian goose. They're actually can be called either, but she insists Canada. And I'm like, they're Canadian. My father was Canadian. He called them Canadian gooses. I'm going to go with the Canadian on this one.
Yeah, I've heard her say that before, and I've never. I guess I don't distinguish the different. I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're called both. So I did fact check that. I was like, wait, I'm going to look that up. So I did, and it said the Canadian goose or Canada goose. So you can call them either one, She said they can't be Canadian because they're not citizens. I'm like, well, then how do you get the Canadian Rockies? Are the mountain citizens? And is bacon a citizen because it's Canadian bacon? Yeah, that argument didn't work, but it was funny. So we bust on each other about the Canadian geese all the time. Justin Bieber mini donut.
What is a Justin Bieber mini donut?
Useless and completely annoying.
What is that? Please don't tell me it's shaped like his head or something. What is that? Maybe he just owns a chain of stores. I'm going to go with hopefully he owns a chain of stores up there or something.
Yes, Wes, but you learned something new today, didn't you? So you're welcome.
Raspberry filling the best with lightly sprinkled with sugar. Yeah, I want to know what a Justin Bieber mini donut is. Or is there a joke that was told and I'm completely missing it?
Well, maybe they're little donuts that are empty, like his head.
Right, yeah, I guess. What's a Justin Bieber mini donut? All right, I'm Googling that right now. Oh boy, here they are.
Oh, they're just small bite size. Tim Hortons, of course.
Yeah, Justin Bieber and Tim Hortons joined forces to release limited edition Tim Biebs Tim Bits mini donuts. Tim Biebs Tim Bits. The Tim Biebs Tiny Donut collaboration drops. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you.
It's because it's where the hole came from, Kathy.
Right.
It's the whole filling. Which was actually a really inventive idea because it's like, look, we have all these, pieces of dough that we made the donut holes with. So what do we do with them? And they cooked them and sold them. It was brilliant.
They do that with donuts. They don't really. I haven't heard. Why don't they do that with bagels?
I don't know.
Are there such things?
Probably because
I guess there are bagel bites.
Yeah, they're bagel bites, but they're like small bagels. With bagels, they don't have the round shape and then cut the hole out. They actually form the bagels in a ring in order to cook them. So there's no cutting the hole out. So they don't really have that dough left.
You're right, because they are formed in a ring. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we call them donut holes too.
Yep.
We're Dunkin' Donuts people around here. I mean, we have Starbucks and
yeah, Dunkin' Donuts are munchkins.
Munchkins. Tim Hortons, you've got to go south or west of here to get into Tim Hortons. But
yeah, bagel holes don't have the same ring. I agree. I had gone to there was a grocery store in Massachusetts that I went to, and they came out with maple donuts. These things were killer because they had like a maple frosting type filling, and then they had a maple glaze on the top, and they were absolutely huge. You could only eat one of them. There was no way to eat more than one of them. They were massive and they were really filling, but oh, they were so good. I miss them. I don't miss the people in Massachusetts as much as I miss those donuts.
yeah, right, Steph. Everyone, all this talk, that sounds wonderful. Susanna, are you still with us? Or are you getting? Are you? Getting your hair done now, where you can't talk, can't chat?
I never understood the concept of bagel sandwiches. I mean, you've got a big hole in the middle of your sandwich. That seems kind of silly to me.
When I could have bagels, I like a fried egg sandwich on a bagel.
Yeah.
As opposed to an English muffin, right?
Me too, Steph. I want donut too. Yeah, Tim Hortons up in Canada is like Dunkin' Donuts up north. There's one on every corner.
When I was in college, when I was in school in Providence, Rhode Island, I remember they were Dunkin' Donuts. You could walk down a busy city street and not have to walk more than like 5 storefronts on either side of the street to hit a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yep. Yeah. When I lived in Lowell, Mass, there had to have been at least a dozen Dunkin' Donuts in that city.
Yeah.
At least. Down here in South Carolina, they have Krispy Kreme. Everybody goes crazy over Krispy Kreme, and I'm like, eh. Krispy Kreme, their glazed donuts are the only ones that I like, and only when they're still warm. As soon as they cool off, their donuts are crap as far as I know. I don't like them because I grew up with Dunkin's, so
All right. We had
I'm
a
biased.
Krispy Kreme come. I don't know if they're still in business. Now we have this place called Duck Donuts. It's supposed to be, and Cider Belly. They're two places that are making their own donuts, and
Yeah.
Wawa. I like Wawa stores.
I've never been to a Wawa store.
What? Yeah. VG's Donuts. They have a great maple glazed donut.
Yeah, Kathy, that's the only time they're good. Other than that, I don't like Krispy Kreme. I mean, I like them, but not like I like Dunkin's. And it's weird because the Dunkin' Donuts here, we have one in town, and they're not as good as the ones up north. So,
See, when I could have them, I never liked Krispy Kreme. They were too. I don't even know what the right term is.
yeah, see, I never got into that whole Starbucks thing because I don't drink coffee. And to me, spending $5 on a cup of coffee was ridiculous when Starbucks first came out. I mean, that was crazy. And now they're so expensive. I'm like, what? So, but the Krispy Kreme we have here in town is trying to compete with the Starbucks because they're doing all the fancy drinks too. And John insisted that I would like one of these mocha caramel something. It was a cold drink. And he said, you can't even taste the coffee. Now, this is a man who would drink 3 pots of coffee a day. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, I'm positive. I'm like, all right, go ahead and get me one. And it was like $7. And the first sip, all I could taste was coffee. I'm like, get this away from me. I called him in. I said, take this away from me. He's like, are you serious? You can taste the coffee? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's all I can taste. So, yeah, I don't like coffee at all. I do not know, Susanna.
I believe he is, Susanna. Yes. He has thumbnails up. I know Janine modded for him last night around to being sick, so his thumbnail's up to be going on any minute now. So we should push everyone over to JJ's here in 2 minutes. If you're sticking around, head over to Big Barn Auction Company. We'll go over there in just a second. But Kathy, we stopped on the way back from Virginia. We stopped at a Wawa for gas. We got off the exit, and the kids got smoothies, and we got gas. It was the busiest place ever. They had 20 or 24 gas pumps. Every single one, there was at least 2 people. There was the person pumping their gas and one person waiting, and inside was just a madhouse. I was like, and I said the same thing. I said, we should invest in Wawa if this is how busy they are.
Yeah, the other one that people go to is Buc-ee's. I've never been to one of those either. But there you go. Wes put the link in for JJ's.
Appreciate that, Wes. Thank you. Well, with that, and I do like to keep on schedule here so that people can get over to JJ's. There's nothing saying I have to, but I do like, just out of respect for JJ and the support he's given me, I do like to have people head over there when it's time. So I'm going to end our live this morning. Head over to Big Barn Auction Company if you're interested in an unboxing today. In the middle of the night, right, Kathy? Cody, thanks for coming on today. Everyone, thanks for being here in the chat. Remember, tomorrow, 7 p.m., here on the channel, Treasures to Die For, where I'll roll the die to set the price. And then we're back here Thursday morning for another listing and laughing show. Friday at noon, we'll do Treasures to Die For again. And then Friday at 1 o'clock, or right after the Treasures to Die For, I will introduce the Secret Santa and have all of the logistics on that. So hope to see you there. Have a great day, Bobby, Kathy, everybody else in the chat. Treasure Freaks, thanks for coming in.
Bye, everybody. Oh, and I have my live tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Cody's live tomorrow at 2 o'clock. It's always a fun chat as well. With that, have a great day, everybody. We will see you in the chats, and thank you again. Thanks for the support. We'll see you later. Take care.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
Cody.